So if I wish to solve cubic equations, I will clear the screen first. I will go to menu. I will press the dash button. The calculator is asking me whether I need to solve simultaneous equations or polynomials. Since we are discussing polynomials, I will press 2. The calculator will ask what degree. Degree means power. We solved quadratic equations. We are now moving on to cubic equations. Cubic equations has power of 3. So I will press 3. So now please realize that the calculator is clearly identifying that please insert the question or the values in the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So we will insert this cubic equation into the calculator. Where there is no coefficient, we press 1 is equals to minus 3 is equals to minus 13 is equals to 15 is equals to. All I did was I pressed 1 is equals to, minus 3 is equals to, minus 13 is equals to, and 15 is equals to. Now when I'll press is equals to, I will get the roots of cubic equations. A cubic equation can have, usually has 3 roots, but can also have 2 roots or 1 root, depending on the shape of the graph. I will obviously be showing you the shape through the QR code. So I press is equals to, I got the first root. I press is equals to, I got the second root. I press is equals to again, I got the third root. So there are 3 roots in this equation. First is minus 3, second is 5, third is 1. And when I press shift and option, I'll get the QR code. I scanned the QR code and I got this, which means that the solution that I have is minus 3, you can verify it, is equals to 5, the second equation, the second solution, and 1, the third solution. And you can now focus on the shape of the graph. A cubic equation has this graph. All those people who are familiar with cubic equations and have solved cubic equations, especially those students who are who have studied ad math, or those students who are doing A-level math or intermediate, they are familiar with cubic equations. So in cubic equations, you are aware of the fact that it is a very time consuming task to solve a cubic equation. You first need to apply trial and error method. You get the first root. Then after getting the first root, you have 3 different methodologies through which you get the other 2 roots. You can apply the synthetic division, you can apply the long division, or you can apply the comparison or identity method. So it's a time consuming task. This question, if solved manually, will take at least 5 to 7 minutes. But once again, for verification purpose, you can check your answer in less than 30 seconds through the help of calculator, and you can also visualize it, how the graph will look like. But visualizing thing is only when you are practicing, when you need to know how the shape of the graph looks like, because it's a curiosity to learn how the shape will look like. So this is how the shape will look like, and these are the roots of this particular equation. I will solve one more question and conclude my presentation with that. So if the question is 2x cube, so I'll press 2 is equals to minus 3x square, minus 3 is equals to, please realize that there is no x term. If there is no x term, it means the coefficient of that particular term is 0. If a particular term do not exist, it means that its coefficient is 0. Always remember that. So if it would not have x square in it, then I would have placed 0 as a coefficient of x square. If it does not have a constant, I place 0 as a constant. If it does not have x here, I press 0 as x. And so what I did was I pressed 2 is equals to, minus 3 is equals to, 0 is equals to, 1 is equals to, and now I have the equation on my screen, 2x cube minus 3x square plus 0x plus 1. Now when I will press is equals to, I will get the first x coordinate, x intercept, I get the second x intercept, and when I press the equals to for the third time, please observe it is not showing the equation. It is not showing the value of x, it is showing the equation. which indicates that this particular cubic equation has only two roots. Please realize this: x1, x2, and there is no x3. The question is repeating itself, which means that there are only two solutions to this quadratic equation. So if I wish to generate QR code and visualize it, I will press shift and option. I realize that this is the QR code. I scan the QR code and I got this. See, the two solutions I was achieving was x is minus half and x is 1. There was no third solution. And if I visualize the graph, this is one solution, this is the second solution. There is no third solution because this curve is intersecting the x-axis. This 0 point means the x-axis. This particular graph is intersecting x-axis only at 2 points, not at 3 points. I hope this is clear to all of you.